Okay, we are in the forest in North Carolina, and there is Solomon seal all over the place here, but I'm going to go to the place where I was the other day where there were a bunch of them growing together. I just wanted to video the forest so you guys can see, get a sense of where we are. There's the river on the other side over there. Let's go look for some Solomon seal. Okay, here we go. Now, you can tell that it's Solomon seal, even though it doesn't have its flowers yet. It has very distinctive leaves, and the way that the branch kind of hangs down in this rainbow shape. You can kind of see like that. I don't know which way to turn my phone. I don't want to make you guys dizzy. So, if you look closely at the leaves, also very distinctive. And let me see if I can find one with, no, okay, so these ones are not yet flowering. The ones I saw the other day had some tiny, tiny little flowers hanging down in between the bottoms of the leaves on two little, tiny, tiny little stems. That's another way that you can identify Solomon seal. But the other two ways to identify are by these very distinctive leaves and the rainbow kind of shape hanging over. As the plant gets bigger, I haven't seen any bigger ones here yet, but I believe that as the plant gets bigger, some of the leaves stand more erect. Maybe people have, you know, someone else on the group has more experience with bigger Solomon seal plants. And another way to identify Solomon seal is by its very, very distinctive root. And it's very easy to pull up the root. You do not need a tool to pull up the root of Solomon seal. They're usually very, very shallow. At least from my experience so far in this forest, they are very, very, they're buried very shallow under the soil. So you can already see the root right over there, just after a little bit of moving away the leaves and the brush and the dirt. So I'm going to try and place this here while still paying attention to pulling it out properly. Just following it down. Sometimes they're long, but these ones, the last time I picked some were not that long because I guess the plant is still pretty small. And I'm just going to follow my finger all the way down to the end, and I believe I got it. Okay. It broke, so I will try and get out another one. But here you can see Solomon seal root. Now I'm going to wipe away the dirt so that you can see these distinctive features. Okay, this is a Solomon seal root. Now you can see over here where my thumb is, that little round cap. Now when I wash it off, it'll be white and you can see it a little bit better. But these round caps are found throughout the root, and that's why it's called Solomon seal, because it seals up these little caps in the root. I'm going to try and get another one using two hands without it breaking so that I can show it to you a bit better. But here again, you can see, let me get a little closer. So you see these little holes here and here, those little circles. Okay, there you go. Now you can see it a little bit better. This is a full root. It's a small one because the plant is still very small, but you can see all along those little tiny, tiny the circles with those little tiny, tiny capped circles on top of them. That's how you know that you've got Solomon seal root. And here is another one. Straighten this out. See, this was a tiny baby plant, yet the root is still pretty long. Now again, this root is not buried deep under the ground. So all you need to do is, once you locate the leaves and the stem, you just run your finger on top of the soil and brush away the soil a little bit, and you'll already be at the root. which is awesome because most roots, or many roots, are hard to uproot and you need a hori-hori or some other kind of tool, and this you just need your hands. You don't need anything else to get this root. I chopped up some of the root on Friday and I made an oil with it. The root is very sticky and mucilage. And I have never done this before, but I have heard that you can boil it and eat it as if it's a potato. Now you can see, looking deeper into the forest, that it's everywhere. There's Solomon seal here and here, and I believe that might be bloodroot. I picked some of that root and it is bright red, but I am not too sure yet to say yes or no. But there is Solomon seal all through this forest here behind all these other beautiful plants. There's a really, really large Solomon seal plant right over there. And typically, you know, we hear that it's best to pick the roots in the fall time, yet it is spring and I'm here in the forest and I picked the roots and they are beautiful and, you know, robust, and they're sticky and mucilage. And so I decided, of course, with some guidance from my herbal mentor Gila, that I would tincture and make oil out of these roots and see what comes out. Some of these plants are really, really large, and so why wait for the fall if I have them here right now? I believe that they would still be definitely medicinal, and so I'm going to try it and see how it comes out. So here's another large one. Here's that baby one down there. That over there.